This is Penn Ward.
This is Rebecca Sugar.
Hi, I'm Cole Sanchez.
Andy Ristaino.
Tom Herpich. And Nate Cash.
Hum.
How do you feel like seeing the intro over and over again and it being like one of the earliest things and then it just never goes away? Oh my gosh, I mean, it's this one.
I don't know. I don't mind it. I think because I made it in a way that it reminded me of other intros that I love to watch.
Charging up that phone or what?
Almost finished.
Where you're passing through the clouds. And I like that sort of ramp up to a point of, I don't know, funness in the intro. I don't know. That's what I think of every time, so it doesn't bother me.
Oh man, this fun stuff. There were a lot of versions of this little song. There was one, what was it? It was about the cone zone. Do you remember? We sang this together. It was like an experiment. I was like, can I write this in the office? Can I? Yeah. And I tried to write it with you because I usually am really private about the songs. But that one, I was like, you and me, Cole.
Yeah.
Figured out. And there were a lot of different iterations. And then eventually I sort of took it home and I boiled them all into like one very short thing.
I'm glad you did that.
What was the cone zone thing though?
I think it was like how she was an adult.
Something.
And I slow for the cone zone.
And slow for the cone zone.
Yeah,
it was like that. Yeah.
What are you talking about? What's a cone zone?
It was like, Daddy, what is? Oh man, I'm gonna remember it. Hold on.
All right.
It's for this section that we're watching right here. It's like it was just supposed to be,
It's like I've got my own life and and a house I can bike to.
Yeah.
Daddy, you know I love you. Daddy, I'm not like you. There was a version that was like that.
Yeah.
It got longer and longer, and then it ended up being very short. Oh, and that's my
What's the cone zone?
Cone zone is...
That's your lyric.
Well, you must know about the cone zone. It's just when there's road construction, the cone zone is the area that is marked off by cones. And you gotta slow for it, so you don't hit the guys working behind the cone zone.
The point was,
she's a responsible. The idea was that she's responsible
adult.
Yeah,
she's a responsible adult with her own life, her own house, and a bike, and she found her own way to be. It's not like him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be in charge of the Nightosphere
Does
to
he
feel
not
like an adult.
Slow down for the cone zone?
Heck no.
I think he doesn't have to because he's
in
this other world.
Yeah.
It's she's got a practical.
Yeah.
Existence.
I'm gonna admit I didn't really sink that in a lot of reality when I threw out that lyric.
Why'd you cut it?
It was a little confusing.
I was just joking.
Was there a different section here? Because these are all mostly Adam's drawings.
Yeah.
I think.
Or did we edit down or something?
I think I wrote the song and you were gonna draw it, and then.
What ended up happening was there was like a lot of stationary.
Those two.
Yeah, and I think maybe more was added in to just kind of like break up because this is all from the perspective of that video for like a minute and a half, and so it was tricky to.
Yeah, that was a big to do because we had to figure out how to keep it.
Basically
alive while also not doing a bunch of animated camera moves because it's too intense to animate.
Yeah.
And so we did a lot of zip pans and Jake focusing the camera at his feet while he shuffled along the floor and then zipping up and to see something else.
Right.
Which worked out, I think. That was fun. It's good enough.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, but not really.
It's stuff that's easier to do in a live action camera. But...
Kent Osborne has this devil who excretes banana from ears.
I remember the banana was in the outline.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that ear thing. That was, I think, an answer as to why there were bananas. There's always something about bananas.
There's a big to-do about that noise that the devil, when he's excreting the bananas, we had to tone down the noise.
Really?
It's too nasty.
Oh.
Jake,
Can you turn into a
It was funnier when it was super nasty.
grocer?
What's your disguise?
I mean, it's nice, but it's also really
Paper
gross.
plate mask, yo.
Nice.
That's a Dutch angle, right? When the thing tilts. Is that what
Yep.
that's called?
Yes.
I don't
Yep.
think I've ever. It's not really part of my vocabulary.
Yeah.
Adam's got it.
Dutch.
My lord, Aberdeen.
I
More
love
of a
theories.
Norwegian angle.
Keep it pretty straight on, pretty level.
Punishment.
Which Holland is pretty flat.
Punishment.
You would think that every stationary shot would be a Dutch. This part was pretty cool. Because there's a really big wideout shot. I like a lot of wideouts. I like really, really wide shots. Even, I think in earlier versions there were like even wider shots. But
There's a lot of demons
yeah,
to keep track of.
yeah. Adam took. Pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of. We're trying to figure out
Rip the amulet off
those
her neck.
monkey's paw style
Mm-hmm.
things. It's obviously gonna go wrong though.
What are you guys
I
doing?
mean,
You can't
they can see.
Cole, that's you.
Hey, yep, that's me.
been waiting forever.
There's also
That's exactly what Cole looks like.
look at me. Yeah, like we end up doing like this is like the first iteration of this like guy coming out of nowhere just like yelling at people. Yeah.
Oh yeah, was that based on something?
What came out of just you being yourself
Yeah.
at
Oh
the
no.
office, Cole, I think.
Yeah.
I'll be
I like being like sort of like
I think in your first pitch, it wasn't as elaborate, but you were pitching it like way more than it was. And I was like, yeah, you should do it exactly like how you're actually pitching it.
yeah.
Which was a lot of like, hey, and you, and just like a lot of jabbing and stuff.
Yeah.
You were doing all these things with your hands during the pitch.
Yeah.
Jake. You're friends, remember?
Yeah. I think at the time I was watching a lot of like I think we mentioned it before, like this really extreme stand-up comedian that does like a lot of loud stuff. So, you know, in case you wanted to know where that came from, in a very general way.
Slow mustard.
Yeah, I was
What are you doing?
Pretty good.
just really excited about that slow mustard.
No. Isn't it fantastic?
Awkward.
No, we have to save her.
Blatant
Savor.
snack.
It's not a terrible band name.
This is what I've
Slow
always
mustard.
Slow mustard.
Yeah.
girls following
good.
in her daddy's footsteps.
Actually, quite good.
It's not what she wants.
That's Balderdash Bay.
I think. Oh, there was a version of this where he was really.
with
Well,
chaotic evil, which
This
is
version that never existed, but I think we're trying some stuff where he was really sick. But I think
Right.
that got totally.
But that then ended up just being like a. Wasn't he just faking it? Right.
Yeah. Because
Right.
he was guilting her into doing this.
Putting on the amulet.
Yeah.
It was too mean, maybe, or too.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
strange. Certainly better this way.
He had like an IV and was going around in a cot or something on wheels or a wheelchair.
I think so. There's some sort of
These guys to rise that
Marceline's dad.
flat on his back, like
okay.
stuff with him.
Yeah.
Is this Jay Moynes rap?
Political.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
political rap.
Yo.
Yeah,
Demon
political rap.
apathy.
This was from another episode, right? And then we put it in this one instead.
Government.
Yeah.
Where you
Because I always
Yo.
really loved it.
Farmers market.
Was it from the other line? The other time they were standing in line in the notice?
Yeah. Yeah, it was cut because it was too long. And then you liked it, so you put it into this episode.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit on the song special feature, which I think will be on this DVD.
About the political rap?
Yeah. I think Jesse said that was the song that he was the most proud of.
Oh, I'm so glad that it's that it.
I think because it got the best response from the internet.
Oh. I really wanted them to eat this stuff. So glad so glad they eat it.
That's great.
Jake, the tree.
Placenta theory.
I'm too freaked out to move, Finn. These demons are
Ew.
nibbling my legs.
Because that's supposed to be good for you, right?
Yeah. Good for your hair. Good for you internally. If you eat it.
These are my favorite Finn moments when he self-sacrifices and throws himself into the fray to save the people that he loves.
Yeah.
I was trying to
Those
have
fleshy
theories.
tears.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
It's cool.
They all ways that Marceline would be different than her father, and that Finn would be different than her. Yeah, it's strange because they sort of really are that in a lot of ways, and he's not. So he's like more of a mutant when he becomes it than they are.
Kids these days, am I right?
Dude, seriously.
Oh yeah. So she says that as a joke that she doesn't want to hang out with him anymore.
Oh, right.
I'm sorry.
Because
But I thought you'd want to.
I thought it would make sense, oh, my dad actually likes you. Well,
I want you to be
then it's not fun. It's not rebellious anymore. But people took it very seriously, and I was really upset. And I think you warned me. People are gonna take that. People are gonna think that they're really not friends. And I was like, oh, but she's being sarcastic.
Okay, I gotta go now.
I saw a lot of kids get really upset.
Woof.
Like, oh, Marcelin's not Finn's friend anymore. I was like, no.
My dad actually
It's true.
You.
Right, and then I don't think she was in like an episode for like
Yes.
9 or 10 episodes.
That was really the thing. There's
Yeah.
nothing to sort of disprove it. But she's kidding. I'm going to set the record straight right now. She is kidding. That's just a joke. She's still
Is
his
it-
friend.
It's a joke that she's kidding.
No, she's joking. She's ribbing him that they're not going to be friends anymore.
Yeah.
She's totally going to be his friend. She's just kidding because Dad actually approves of you.
I thought it was crystal clear.
Yeah.
No offense to anyone who didn't understand it, though.
You're just not as smart as Tom.